Welcome back, everyone. It's Kirok here with another episode of ALS EarthWalk. This is episode 3, and on this one we are going to set forth for Toronto in that direction. If you look at the mini map on the top right corner, you can see I'm heading east in that direction. And and in case you're wondering, I did say that I needed to use the mini map mod, because if I go into F3 on this map, you'll see that where the F call out is, it says north, and that's because this map was created or generated way before they switched the cardinal points on Minecraft. So in order to make sure that I'm traveling in the correct direction, I will not use what's over here in F3. Instead, I will use what's on my mini map. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave these, obviously, so that they grow. So if I die on my way there, I will have something that I can collect when I come back or when I respawn in the bed over there. First thing I'm going to do is collect all the necessary items that I believe I'm going to need on my journey. I won't take everything, obviously, because I only can hold so much. What I will take is what I believe is necessary as most important items, like the iron. I will probably take 4 stacks of food and leave the rest here. I'll take most of these and all the bone meal. I'll make 1 bed and probably bring half a stack or half of what I have here for this, and maybe 3/4 of the wood or something like that. So I will set up all my inventory, and once I've done that, I will return and we will set off. Okay, guys, welcome back. So I've set up my inventory. Let's make sure the coast is clear first. So I pretty much filled up every inventory slot I had, and I took what I thought would be important items. I grabbed most of the coal, most of the food, 2 buckets of water in case I need to grow some of these seeds. I have bone meal and bones to grow the seeds, but as you all know, they nerfed bone mealing anything like carrots and potatoes and stuff. It takes like 3 bone meals to grow one of these into 1 shaft of wheat that's ready to go. Yeah, oh well. I got wood. I have a source of trees in case I have a shortage or whatever when I'm out there. And pretty much everything. I got the diamonds that I found on the last episode, which I'm going to make a sword. But first I'm going to use the gold to make a sword. Just so I can use it. Whoops. I know it's not going to last too long, but that's okay. And then eventually when this dies off, I'll use the diamonds, so I'll have a sword that'll last a while. So yeah, there is a bunch of wheat that's still growing here, some seeds and stuff that's left in this chest, and tree saplings, as well as downstairs. There's a few other things that I've left behind, but I'm leaving them here in case I die on my journey and respawn back, then I can reuse it. So officially we are starting our trip to Toronto. And we have to head east because we are in Vancouver. So Toronto's in that direction. I honestly don't know how long it'll take, so maybe a couple episodes, maybe more. We'll see. We'll go and we'll have fun. See how things goes. And plus, at the same time, I'm going to be walking through the night, so that'll pose a bit of a challenge. I have armor, but you can see the armor's in pretty bad shape, and I don't have enough iron to replace it, so yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I'm going to have one of my pieces of food right now. So if you're just tuning in and you're not sure what's going on here, I basically built this series as I was inspired by Kurt J. Mack with his Farlands or Bust series. And what he does is he does a walk-a-thon where he's heading for the Farlands in an older version of Minecraft. And in that older version of Minecraft, if you travel too far from your spawn point, which was there in this case, you'll eventually reach an area where the land generation is kind of disjointed and all messed up. So he's been doing that for a few years now. 2 years, I think, was just passed. Yeah, his 2-year special just passed. Was his last episode. And I watched it. Great guy, really like his stuff. And so what I did is I kind of used that model to make my own type of walk-a-thon. Oh, I can hear stuff in here. We're just going to keep going. And the difference is I'm trying to raise awareness as well as donations for ALS, also known as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which is more popularly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. In the very first episode, I explained it was called Ground Rules. I explained why I'm doing it. I have a family member who's affected, and so it's close to home, and I've decided that I want to kind of educate myself using Minecraft as a tool, as well as others, whoever tunes in, to kind of learn about the disease, and not just the disease. Here's where it kind of gets interesting. This is a replica map of Earth. That's right, planet Earth. And what I want to do is, as we head towards different places, you heard me at the beginning, I said we're heading towards Toronto. That spawn point back there was Vancouver. We're heading to Toronto. Why Toronto? Well, Toronto is where I'm from, so that's going to be my first destination. And I'm going to rely on you guys, the viewers, to, in the comments, indicate where you want me to go next. So once we reach Toronto, if I see someone in the comment puts down, I don't know, Cancun, Mexico, we will head for Cancun, Mexico. If somebody says go to Moscow, Russia, we will head to Moscow, Russia. So that's the whole point of this series, raising awareness for the disease, learning about our land, our planet, our cities, and having fun in the process. I'm not going to eat yet. So I'm heading east. I know the Toronto spot is marked with a sign. I don't know if all the main cities are marked with signs on this map, so it might be a little difficult to kind of zero in and get to the right place, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, this is new to me. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I got a good feeling it will. So yeah, if you guys are watching and you feel that you want to do any kind of donations towards ALS or ALS research, you can do that. If you look in the description, there's actually a link that'll take you to a page that was set up on my behalf by the ALS Canadian Society. Click on the link. When you get to the web page, you will actually know that it is the correct one, because you'll see the ALS EarthWalk logo. And just click on, I think it's the donate button, or is it donate, or is it, give me one second, I think it says sponsor me, that's it. So yeah, you just, make a one-time donation or whatever you want, just go ahead and do it. If you don't, no big deal, just stick around, watch the show, have fun. Oh, I hope I'm heading the right way. This is a really mountainous region. Yeah, so, one of the things that I have a bunch of different resources provided to me by the guys at the ALS Society, and it opens up to Plains with information about the disease and a few simple facts, or a few simple things if you don't know much about it, and don't feel ashamed about it or anything. I don't know a whole lot. As I'm doing this series, I'm learning, and as I go through the material, I read and discover new things about it. ALS is basically a disease where it affects your muscles, or the motor neurons in your muscles, and slowly over time, sometimes in certain cases faster, they will actually atrophy or stop functioning normally. One of the things that I see on the fact sheet, actually there is a really cool fact sheet on the ALS Canada website, and what I'll do is in the description I will put a link for it that kind of goes through some brief points about the disease. One of those points is that like 80% of the people who are affected by it pretty much die within 2 to 5 years of diagnosis of the disease. At the moment, there's no real cure for it, no effective, I wonder what part of Canada I'm in, no effective treatment. I mean, there are some medications, but that's pretty much it. From my understanding, they actually are working on a bunch of new different types of medications that hold a lot of promise, and donating to something like this, the money doesn't come to me. The money goes directly to ALS Canada to support those kind of programs that are in place. Yeah. So, I mean, it's from what I read, it's pretty debilitating disease. Like one of the taglines on their website is, "Imagine if in a couple of years you couldn't walk. What would you do? What would you do now if you could walk?" Right. So it's one of those things where it doesn't affect everyone. I think here, let me take a quick peek. Yeah. So it doesn't really say. Rate ALS is approximately two. So 2 per 100,000 per year are basically is a mortality rate for it. Yeah. So approximately 2,500 to 3,000 Canadians over 18 live with it. So in the total population of Canada, it's not a lot. Like considering in Canada we have what 30 to maybe 40 million people living here. Yeah, so what else can I say? It's something that exists, just like I'm sure there are a whole bunch of other diseases that exist. But again, this is what I decided to do to try and help people inflicted by this disease. All right, so it's kind of quiet. I know in the daytime, and this is what I was talking about, I would get pretty far out there, and then I would starve because I would have no source of food. There's no tall grass, as you can see, to get seeds. So Hamnisu was bang on when he said, kill some skeletons, get some bone meal, and then grow some tall grass to get seeds. That's kind of funny. Achievement get. Yeah, so there's no animals, so I have no source of food. So right now, this is it. And I got this in case I exhaust this so I can start growing more. But at nighttime, hostile mobs do spawn, which is going to be kind of interesting because once it turns night, and where are we now? Oh, okay. Getting close to night. Heading east. Yeah. Sets in the west. So the sun should actually be setting over there. But again, because the map is a little messed up, it's setting in the north. But as soon as that goes down, I'm going to keep walking. And when I keep walking, a lot of baddies are going to come out. So I got to stay alive. Otherwise, I'm going to end up right back where I started. Yeah. So we're heading to Toronto. And Toronto is pretty big city in Canada. I think it's one of the biggest, if I'm not mistaken. So I was looking actually on the wiki site to get some interesting facts about Toronto, and there was just way too much, getting dark, way too much that I could probably even cover in an episode. So I pulled out some bullet points from like the cool stuff or the old stuff that most people don't know. I mean, hell, I didn't even know them myself. And that is like things like Toronto itself has about 2.6 million residents, and that's a census that was taken back in 2011. But that's Toronto. That's the city of Toronto. So in that same year, they took a census of the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area. So basically, it's a collection of different, I guess you could say, municipalities in the area, making the Greater Toronto Area. Now I got to be very careful. And they say that, and this was back in 2011, that there's about 6 million, just over 6 million people living in Toronto. This sword is going to go so quick because gold is just soft. Hey, I will eat that. Take a poison hit, but that's okay. Pick that up, and we continue heading east. So we got to be super careful. Yeah, so one of the cool things about Toronto is in North America, it's probably the most diverse city where, there we go, skeletons in the distance. We got to watch out because those guys have been majorly buffed. And I do, yeah, creeper too. And I do not want to get killed by them. And there's 2 of them there, and there's creepers also. Oh, 3. And they are in my path. Okay, we got to do this carefully. How am I going to do this? Let's go this way. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Yeah, most diverse. So Toronto's got a bunch of people. It's like 49% of the population of Toronto was actually born outside Toronto. So we have a lot of different cultures in this city that come together and make up the city, what it is today. And it's pretty cool. I got a lot of friends who are from all over the place. I got Sri Lankan friends. No, I should say I got Italian friends. And then I also have Italian friends. No, I'm just kidding. No, my best friend, he's Sri Lankan. Okay, I gotta be careful. Here we go. There goes that. Okay, before they close in. Where is it? This guy. Down. Diamond sword. Done. I knew that sword wasn't going to last very long. Where'd it go? Yeah, so and you'll notice I'm carrying the record with me that I got in the last episode. I'm going to make a jukebox. Don't worry, Ashers. So we're heading east. Okay, yeah, so cool facts about Toronto. It was basically... there were native Indians in Toronto at the time, like we're talking back in like 1700s. And what happened was when the Europeans first inhabited the Huron tribe, this area was inhabited by tribes known as the Huron tribes. And the Huron tribes actually took over from the Iroquois tribes. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Come on. Can I use that? Yes. So let's move you over here. Now I know I'm going to take a hit on hunger eating this, but it is a source of food and it will keep me going. So we're going east. I hope I didn't go too far north. We're making it. Not bad. So yeah. So what ended up happening was they're saying the name Toronto came from the Iroquois word Takaronto, or no, Takranto or something like that. It's spelled Tkaronto. And yeah, and that eventually formed into the name Toronto. And what ended up happening was the French traders founded a fort in downtown Toronto, what is actually, here we go, currently the CNE grounds, or CNE stands for Canadian National Exhibition. They founded a fort down there in 1750, but then eventually abandoned it about 50, 60 years later. And when they abandoned it 60 years later, roughly because that was the time when the American Revolutionary War began, the British moved in and then negotiated and purchased it. What does it say here? Toronto purchased with the Mississauga of New Credit. So I guess they basically bought the lands that is now Toronto from the natives that were in the area. And yeah, those are pretty cool facts. I didn't know. I'm not even trying to make these up. And some of these facts that I'm reading to you may be incorrect simply because of the fact that I might not be reading them properly off the wiki. So pretty much what I've told you, you can go and find right in the wiki itself. Keep heading down this way. I really don't know how far we're going to be going to get there, but... Ooh, I just saw those guys spawn. You know what? I think I want to try and take one of them on. I know it might be a big mistake, but I just want to see what I'm up against. Can I take one of them alone on? Oh, darn. Oh, yeah, I'm moving away. Because now I got two of them on me. Oh, darn. You missed. Oh, there's more down there. Ooh, okay, now this is not good. I'm not healing. Whew. Okay, I should be able to heal up. Did I get anything from that? Yeah, I think I got a couple bones. Okay, not bad, not bad. Taking a bit of a chance. East. Okay, we're heading east. So I got about 5 more minutes in this video. What'll happen is if I'm walking in the night, I've already decided what I'm going to be doing is if I'm at the end of my episode, I'm simply going to pillar up like that, say my goodnights, and then log off. And when I begin, I will begin back on the pillar and go down, which means I'm going to continue at this exact same time at nighttime. If it's daytime, because there's really nothing going to be around me, I'll just say my goodbyes and log out, and then log in the next time when we're going to continue going. Should I? I can't eat pumpkins, can I? I can make light, but there's no difference if I use a torch or a pumpkin. If I could eat pumpkins, I would take that right now, but... Oh, he's on me. Yeah, so a little bit of information. I hope you guys like that. I want to see if I can get better at providing, better information. Any little tidbits of info regarding where we're heading. Any tidbits of info regarding the disease. And hopefully we can both learn from it. Okay, I want to see if I can walk without actually running quick. That way, expending less energy, I should theoretically go through less of my food. Bat. Hello. Oh, it's almost daytime. Yes. Yeah, I imagine Canada, since this map is replicated off of Earth, is pretty flat. I've been walking flatlands for a while now. All right, let's keep going. They didn't see me. Good. Yeah, I'll never be able to use these. Because I need cowhide in order to make a book, which then I can use to make... Whoa. Oh, I must have been reloading or loading a section of the map. Yeah, I need cowhide in order to make a book, and then I also need... Oh, where am I here? There's water. I also need the book then to make the enchantment table. So that's kind of terrible. Okay, I think I'm hitting the Great Lakes. So if I hit the Great Lakes, that means in one episode, 20 minutes, I made it right across to Toronto, or close to Toronto. So we'll keep following the shoreline and see if we get to the sign. I know there's a sign there because I actually did go to it once before when I was checking out to see if the map is worth using. I just don't know which one of the Great Lakes it is. Yeah, in school, they taught us the Great Lakes. Can I name all 5 of them? No. All I know is Lake Ontario. There's a Huron somewhere, a Superior somewhere else, and that's all I remember. Sorry, guys, if I don't know any of the lakes you guys live on or next to. It's kind of funny that way, how you kind of just tend to stick to what you know, and that's all you really need to know. Unless you're going somewhere, then you kind of look at it and educate yourself, or somewhere else, that is. Where am I here? Okay, so we're going east, right? Yes. What, I hear baddies. Well, I know we are close. I'm pretty sure these are the top portions of the Great Lakes, so I'm going to continue to follow these. Actually, I'll continue to follow them in the next episode. Our time is up for this episode, so on the next one, what I will do is I will log back in and continue looking, and we should be pretty close to Toronto. So once we get to Toronto, what I might do is lay down a foundation there so that I can start growing some stuff, replenish some food. I may not even have to because I have a ton of stuff already on, still on me. I expected it to take quite much longer. I'm pretty sure we're getting close. So I'm going to end the episode at this point, guys. I'm glad that you had a chance to join me. I hope you guys like this series. And remember, it's the start. We're just beginning with it. So I really don't know how it's going to shape out to be once it's a full-fledged series that's going and working and running. But yeah, if you like, you can donate again. Just click on the link in the description below. It'll take you to the ALS EarthWalk website where you can actually click sponsor me. And when you click sponsor me, you will be able to make a donation. If you don't, not a big deal. I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you again next time. Man, I'm totally lost. Oh, is that a... Oh, I thought that was a sign down there. Yep, okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.